ठाकुर को रख मन माहे। जे प्रसाद सुगंधत तन लावै, तिसको सिमरत परमगत पावै। राग महला पंजवा, चौपदे कर दूजा। एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। जी प्राण किए जिन साज, माटी मह जोत रखी निवाज। बर्तन को सब किछ भोजन दी पुगाए। सो प्रभ तज मूड़े कत जाए। बर्तन को सब किछ भोजन भोगाए। सो प्रभ तज मूड़े कत जाए। और ब्रह्म की से गुर ते जन देव राम। जिनकी ये रंग अनेक प्रकार, पोपत परलो निमक मझार। ताकि गत मित कही न जाए, सो प्रभु मन मेरी सदा ध्याए। आए न जावै निश्चल धनी, बेअंत गुणा ताके केतक गणी। लाल नाम जाके परे भंडार, सगल कटा देवै आधार। सतपुरख जाको है नाओ, मिटै कोट अघ निमक जस गाओ। बाल सखाई भगतन को मीत, प्राण आधार नानक हित जीत। बाल सखाई भगतन को मीत, प्राण आधार नानक हित चीत। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਣੀ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਪਾਰ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਅੰਗ 862 ਤੇ ਸੁਭਾਇਮਾਨ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ। सो प्रभ तज मूड़े कत जाए, बर्तन को सब किछ भोजन पुगाए। जी प्राण किए जिन साज, माटी मैं जोत रखी निवाज। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰਾਣ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹਨ, ਇਹ ਮਨੁੱਖਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ। ਮਿੱਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਬਣਾਇਆ, ਆਪਣੀ ਜੋਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ। ਫਿਰ ਬਰਤਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਜੀਵਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਈ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਭੋਜਨ, ਕੱਪੜੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੇ। ਭਾਈ ਐਸੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਬਰਬਾਦ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ? ਉਸ ਪਾਰਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ। ਇਹ ਜੋ ਜੀਵਨ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਉਸ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਪਰ ਉਸ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਸੂਝੈ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਦੇਵ। ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਉਸ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੂਝ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਗਿਆਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਮਾਇਆ ਤੋਂ ਨਿਰਲੇਪ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਦੇਵ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ, ਗਿਆਨ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਰਵਣ ਕਰਨੀ ਜੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਕਰ। So today's Hukamnama is blessing from Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib, composition of Dhan Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, who was the fifth Satguru of the Khalsa Panth, fifth physical form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, who was the founder of Khalsa Panth. Guru Maharaj has given us the instructions to sing the Hukamnama in Rag Gond. Rag Gond is a melody that creates the contemplative mood. And the words of the Hukamnama help us to realize God is our root. Without God, we cannot exist. And hence, we should serve God. And purpose of this life is to realize God, who is our creator. When you look at any good car or good picture, you would like to see the designer of that picture, the artist. Exactly the same way, Guru Granth Sahib's Bani, the sermons of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, they enlighten us how God has created everything from clay. This body is made up of clay. God has placed His power, wisdom, intellect to make it animated. We can move, we can function, we can talk, we can see, we can hear. And this is a miracle. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is reminding us, look at the whole creation. Look at your own body. It is just miracle. You would like to see the magician behind this whole universe. And this is what happens. When you constantly contemplate upon the Gurbani, you have desire, you develop desire to see the creator, the magician. Sun sun naam tumhara pritam prab pekhan ka chao. God, when I listen to your glorious praises, I gaze upon the creation. Everything has such a beauty. Everything is magic, a miracle. I would like to see you. So we need to have that zeal, that desire to see God, and then only we can see God. And the purpose of this human life is to see God. It's the only purpose. Gobind milan ki eh teri bariya. Mil jagdish milan ki bariya. Chirankal eh de sanjariya. After a long time, we had this opportunity of human life. We cannot let it go waste. We have to come to the Guru, practice Guru's wisdom in our lives, and realize our Creator. Hukamnama has 4 parts, which is highlighted in the heading of the Hukamnama. Cho Pade. Cho means 4, Pade means part. So if you look at the last 3 numbers, the first number is 4. Right at the end of the Hukamnama, 4, 1, and then 3. 4 means Hukamnama has 4 parts. 1 means it is the first Hukamnama in Rag, Gond, and the combination of Karduja, which is the beat of the drum, the second house. So it is the first Hukamnama in combination of the melody, gond, and kar, duja, the beat of the drum. The next number is 3. 3 means it is the third Hukamnama in Rag Gond. So in today's Hukamnama, Guru Maharaj opens up the Hukamnama with precious words, Ik Onkar Satgur Prasad. These 3 words are the words of praise for God, which capture in entirety the glory of God. Ikonkar. So if we had to translate and understand the meaning of Ikonkar Satgur Prasad, we may be sitting here talking about God for ages, for years, maybe for lives. But look, keeping time in mind, we have to summarize what it means. Ik Onkar, there is no one like God. God is supreme and unique. There is only one God who created the whole universe. And no one can be like God. God is unique, only one. Ik. Omkar means who is the creator, sustainer, and destroyer. This is part of God's creation. Aman Jan ek khel banaya, Agyakari kini maya. Aman means to come, to be born. Jan means to live, to die. So construction, the creation, and destruction is part of God's whole drama of this universe. But God is controlling it single-handedly. Ik Onkar. And God sustains all. God has created human beings, and all these human beings eat different kind of food. There are different living beings God has created. So many living beings in the ocean. So many living beings on the land. All of them have different food. And who provides for the food and sustenance? It is God. So Ikonkar means God who manages the whole creation by himself. Satgur, God is the source and ocean of and treasure of true wisdom. Sat means true, Gur means wisdom. So all the Brahm Gyan comes from God, and God is within everyone. So that is why there is emphasis on contemplating upon our own mind. बंदे खोज दिल हर रोज ना फिर परेशानी माहे ये जो दुनिया शहर मेला दस्तगीरी ना है. Oh, human beings, search your own mind. God, who is treasure of wisdom, treasure of prosperity, treasure of joy, is within you. So this is what the meditation is. When you acknowledge God is within all. God is the source of Satguru, the true wisdom. Prasad means the blessing of eternal joy, the bliss. So God is source of eternal joy. But if we are to dig deeper, it may take us lifetime to understand the meaning of Ikonkar Satgur Prasad. Maybe one lifetime, it could be many lifetimes. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj opens up the Hukamnama with precious words. जी प्राण किए जिन साज माटी में जोत Rakhi Nivaj is beautiful. It reveals God's creativity, the miraculous power. Mati means clay. Jyot means light. That's the literal meaning. But it implies the wisdom, the power, strength. God has made the whole creation from clay. There are five elements. So clay is our skin and our bones and our fat in the body. God infused his jyot, his light in the clay, and body came into action. Body can see, body can hear, body can talk. It's fascinating. We are breathing oxygen, which keeps our body revived. So who has provided for the oxygen? We pay charges for water, gas, but air is free because God knew it. If there are charges for air, then people won't be able to survive. So God has provided the oxygen for every living being. And it is free. It is free so far. In some countries where there is a lot of pollution, people have to buy the oxygen cylinder to carry with them. So God is amazing. God provides for everyone. Body and the other living beings are made up of five elements. So clay is one of the elements. Second one is the water, which is the blood, the fluid in the body. Then air is the third element. Fourth element is fire, which is body temperature. And fifth element is God's own presence, which is called Jyot. Sab meh Jyot, Jyot hai soe, tista chanan, sab meh chanan hoye. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is giving us the words to adore God, to glorify God. God, you are amazing. You have infused your own wisdom and power in the clay and made our body. You have given us the Ji and Pran. Pran means the air to breathe, the life. You have given us the life. Ji means your own presence, and you have placed your own presence within the body. We are so grateful to you. बर्तन को सब किछ भोजन पुगाए. Bartan means to use. Bhojan means sustenance. The literal meaning of bhojan is food. Pugaye means to enjoy. Pogna. God, you have given so many variety of food for everyone to enjoy. You look at the birds, they are pecking on something we don't know, but they enjoy it. Human beings have different kind of delicacies which tongue can enjoy. The one thing you need to remember is tongue is blessing of God. Tongue has different taste buds. The front part tastes the sweet, and their left and right parts of the tongue, one tastes the salt, one tastes the bitter one. There's so many different parts of the tongue, and tongue has different taste buds all over. Sour taste is tasted by tongue. Sweet, salty. It's so amazing. The whole creation is so amazing. So God has given us the different kind of foods and delicacies to enjoy. सो प्रभ तज मूड़े कत जाए. Taj means to forsake and to forget. Mude means foolish man. Kat means where. Jaya means to go. So God has given you so many blessings, O foolish man. Why you have forgotten God and you are indulging in the materialistic pleasures which are not going to last forever. You are going to regret in the end because the supreme player is a blessing from God when we connect to God. So meditate upon God. Be grateful to God for what God has given you. Par Brahm ki lagon save. You should commit yourself to serve the transcendent Lord who has created the whole universe. Because the purpose of life is to realize our Creator. So in the next line, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj reveals Creator God can only be realized through Guru Granth Sahib's wisdom. You can find the translation of Guru Granth Sahib on the internet in different languages. If you type Guru Granth Sahib translation, you'll find the translations. There are so many apps on the Android mobile phones as well as Apple mobile phones, the iPhones, which you can download and study Guru Granth Sahib's Bani. To serve Guru and God is to understand the Gurbani, the message of Guru Granth Sahib, and implement in life. Turte Suja. Suja means to realize. Sujna, Janna. Through Guru, one can realize God, Niranjan Dev, who is Niranjan, immaculate, totally detached from the filth of this materialistic world. And Dev means who is the light and source of wisdom and intellect. This is the way to achieve higher state of spirituality. When we live in presence of God, who is the source of wisdom, we get wise. When we live in presence of God, who is fearless, we become fearless. It's a simple equation. It's not a mega science or rocket science. Whatever company you have, you become like that. If you live in presence of God who is always cheerful and always in bliss, who is carefree, you inherit those qualities. Jaisi sangat taisi rangat. Whatever company you do, you become like that. So that is why it is so important to spend time with God. Rahav. Rahav means pause. What we have covered so far is essence of the Hukamnama. Then Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj further expands. जिन किए रंग अनेक प्रकार. Look at the creation around you. God has created people of different colors and they are limitless. Even human beings, they have different features. Even brothers and sisters, they have different features. They may resemble a little bit, but everyone has different features. God is a great artist. You look at the dogs, every dog is different by nature or by physical appearance. So जिन किए रंग अनेक प्रकार. Rang means colors. It means different kind of physical forms. Anik means countless. Prakar means variety. There's so much variety in the creation because God doesn't want everything to look the same and boring. Some people have dark skin, some people have light skin. The color of the eyes is different for different people. It is to make the whole creation interesting. No one is inferior, no one is superior. It's all God's game. Enjoy it. Opat parlo nimak majar. Oput means to create, parlo means to destroy. Nimak means an instant. Majar means within. So God can create a universe like what we have instantly, and God can destroy it instantly. So, which means it is all illusion. We think we are permanent here. Answer is this is all God's game. When God wishes so, God will wrap up and end the creation and recreate at His own will. And how long does it take God to create and destroy? A little moment. जहां की गत मित कही न जाए. Gat myth. It means the extent of God's power and wisdom. No one can explain God's power. No one can get to the bottom of God's wisdom. God is supreme. So Prabhu, man mere sada ਧਿਆਏ. Oh my mind, ever and ever keep that in mind. God is supreme. God is the creator of the universe. Keep that in mind. Never ever forget. Your body is blessing of God. God with his own hands crafted your body, saved you in mother's womb. Never ever forget that. Sasangaji, this is meditation. What we are doing right now is meditation because we are living in God's presence. ਇਹ ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰੀਏ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਆਪ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹਰ ਆਰਾਧੀ ਹੈ ਤਿੱਥੇ ਹਰ ਮਿੱਤ ਸਹਾਈ wherever God is remembered, God is present there. So beautifully explained by Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. आए न जावे नेचल धनी. I means to come, Java means to go. God doesn't come and go, is not born and to die. God is nature. Nature means one who is always there. Ani means wealthy person. God owns the universe. We claim, I own this country, or I own this house. But God owns your house, all the countries. God not only owns this earth, God also owns other planets, other solar systems. God is wealthiest. So I want to be with God, to inherit God's divine virtues and His glory. बेअंत गुना ताके केतक गनी. बेअंत means no limit. Gun means virtues. Ketak means how. Gani means to count. How I can count God's enormous, limitless virtues. Lal naam jaake pare pandar. Lal has different meanings. Lal means red. Lal also means loving, but lal also means precious like rubies. God's name is precious like rubies. Also, God's name is so loving. It helps us to be loving. God's name is full of love. Janke pare pandar. Pandar means treasures. God's treasures are filled with God's name, which is so precious and loving. Sagal kata deva adhar. Sagal kata. Kata means every living being, every heart. घट घट के अंतर की जानत भले बुरे की पीर पहचान. Sagal means all. God is present in every heart, every living being. Deve Adhar, and God gives the Adhar, the sustenance to all. Satpurakh Jako hai now. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj glorifies God. God is Satpurakh, a true being, supreme being. Mite kot ag nimak jas gaon. People suffer because of their sins and bad karmas from past and previous lives. But when one remembers God, even for a moment, and submits to God, God eradicates, wipes out all the millions of sins accumulated in the soul. Nimak Jasgao. Nimak means even for a moment. Jas means praise, to glorify. Even if one glorifies God for a moment, is set free from all the sins, all the bad karmas, and one flourishes and enjoys the bliss all the time, becomes eternal. Bal Sakhai Bhagatan ko meet. This is very important. Bal means a child. Sakhai means a supporter, helper, or sustainer. God sustains his children. So there are a couple of meanings here. God has sustained all the children in the womb right from the beginning. And also it means people who have innocence of a child, God protects them. Bal Sakhai Bhagatan ko meet, and he is meet means companion of his Bhagat, his devotees. Pran Adhar Nanak Hit Cheet, so why forget God? Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj reveals that God should be always remembered and glorified. Keep God's loving devotion in your heart. Cheet means heart or conscious mind. Hit means love. Always enshrine love for God, who is miraculous God, who has brought us into this life, who has created the universe, by whose grace we are breathing. May God bless you all. So Guru Maharaj ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਬਣਾਇਆ, ਇਹ ਪੰਜ ਤੱਤ ਦਾ ਪੁਤਲਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ, ਕਈ ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਬਣਾਏ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਈਏ? ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਕੋਈ ਮੂਰਖ ਨਹੀਂ। ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰਤੇ ਸੂਝੈ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਦੇਵ। ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੋਝੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ। ਉਹ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਦੇਵ ਹੈ। ਦੇਵ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਗਿਆਨ ਦਾ ਭੰਡਾਰਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗਿਆਨ ਦਿੰਦਾ। ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਜੋ ਮਾਇਆ ਤੋਂ ਨਿਰਲੇਪ ਹੈ। ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਰਿਜ਼ਕ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖਿਆ। जिन किए रंग अनेक प्रकार, वाहिगुरू उपत परलो निमक मजार। पर ਇਹ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੀ ਖੇਡ ਹੈ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਸ ਮਾਲਕ ਨੇ ਉਪਤ ਭਾਵ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਾਜੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਇਸ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਜਿਆ, ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਮਾਲਕ ਪਰਲੋ ਵੀ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ, ਭਾਵ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਸ਼ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ। ਪਰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ? ਨਿਮਕ ਮਝਾਰ, ਅੱਖ ਜਾਂ ਪਲਕ ਝਮਕਣ ਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਖੇਡ ਹੈ, ਤਮਾਸ਼ਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ, ਭਾਈ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਲਾਲ ਨਾਮ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਰੇ ਭੰਡਾਰ, ਸਗਲ ਘਟਾ ਦੇਵੇ ਆਧਾਰ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲਾਲ ਹੈ, ਮਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਤਨ ਜਵਾਹਰ ਮਾਨਕ, ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੁਣੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਨੰਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਬੇਨਤੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ, ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਸਤਾਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਣੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਮਿਟੇ ਕੋਟ ਅਗ ਨਿਮਕ ਜਸ ਗਾਉ, ਭਾਲ ਸਖਾਈ ਭਗਤਨ ਕੋ ਮੀਤ। ਪ੍ਰਾਣ ਆਧਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਿਤ ਚੀਤ, ਬਾਲ ਸਖਾਈ ਭਗਤਨ ਕੋ ਮੀਤ। ਪ੍ਰਾਣ ਆਧਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਿਤ ਚੀਤ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।